Get out your pens and your pad of paper. This is another interview with a Catholic. Today we're going to talk about a bigger issue, homosexuality. Don't even have to say what people think the Catholic Church teaches about being gay. Doesn't this picture say everything that people perceive us to think? By the way, this is the most offensive picture I have ever seen. I just want to reach through and tear it in half. It is so completely and utterly wrong, and everyone in my parish would agree. Oh, and fun fact, sometimes you'll see Romans 9:13 quoted on these signs. Please go and color them out in thick, black, nauseating Sharpie. This is such a misuse of scripture that it actually hurts. It hurts me inside. Let me read that quote to you here. As it is written, I loved Jacob, I hated Esau. As anyone who's ever learned 2 languages knows, there are some connotations that just can't be translated from one language to the other. The original New Testament was originally written in Greek, but since then it's been translated into over 2,500 languages. Wah, up a change. Sorry, I'm packing for college lately, so I'm having to do this video over a couple of days. Anyway, back to the point I was getting, because I promise I am getting to that point. What I'm trying to get at is the use of the words love and hate in this quotation. So let's look at the facts about this Bible quotation. For one, Esau was not, in fact, gay. So where people get the God hates gays thing from this from a literal standpoint is beyond me. And 2, the meaning behind this passage is likely a product of rough translation. While the verbs love and hate are adequate, they're probably not exactly what the original author meant. When you read on, you find out that God doesn't really hate Esau, but Romans is highlighting God's choosing of Abraham and his descendants, and how God continues to purposefully reach out to his people. This epistle is meant to inspire Christians to recognize that God doesn't just wait around for them. He actively chooses them. He loves everyone, but it's the people that engage with him that will benefit the most. God's people are not accident. 5 words. God does not hate gays. Period. And the Catholic Church on the whole echoes this. And does that mean every individual person does? No. But people have been using religion to hide their prejudices for years. In fact, being gay in itself isn't actually a sin. How do I figure? Well, sin is defined as the purposeful turning away from God's commands. Now, as many scientific studies have shown, being gay is often biological, unavoidable, not a choice, and at times even genetic. None of that is purposeful, and so none of that is sinful. What you do with that attraction is under your control. 2 people of the same sex can share that affection and that personal connection with each other, but the church cannot condone the sexual act between those 2. And this is where I'm going to piss a lot of people off. Yes, the Catholic Church supports those individuals who are homosexual, but it's when the actual sexual act comes into it that we just can't support that. Sex is meant to be a marital activity, and we do believe that marriage is between one man and one woman because of the way our bodies are designed. Both the physical attributes, we'll say, but in addition to being physical, that sexual act is also the union between that masculinity and the femininity of the human nature. The term a lot of people use is what's called natural law, which is both in reference to the physical attributes being complementary to each other, but also to that masculinity and femininity being joined in union in that sexual act. Paragraph 2358. They must be accepted with respect, compassion, and sensitivity. Every sign of unjust discrimination in their regard should be avoided. These persons are called to fulfill God's will in their lives. I'm just going to start carrying one of these around in my pocket and bookmark to that page, so that anytime someone starts hating, I can just go, wah! That's right, you've been Catholic. So no, we don't believe homosexuals should be blasted off the face of the earth with a bolt of lightning. I know that sounds exceptionally crude, but you wouldn't believe how many people think that Catholics actually believe that. What we do believe is that homosexuals, along with a growing amount of heterosexual people, are called to the vocation of chastity in order to get closer to God. In a world that equates sexual freedom with liberation and equal rights, that's a hard sell. So yeah, in short, it's hard. So to wrap up, don't believe the hype. God doesn't hate gays. Catholics don't hate gays. Bigots and prejudiced people hate gays. When it comes to sex, we just still believe that it's an act that has a symbolism and a purpose that just can't be consummated the same way that act is repeated by 2 people of the same gender. Remember to leave a question below in the comments if you want me to do a vlog about a certain issue. If you disagree, I won't delete you for saying so, but I'm not going to let these comments become a venue for bigotry and for just general mudslinging, okay? For goodness sakes, grow up. God bless! femininity and I can't say that word. Femininity. Okay. You know, I'm not gonna put that in the video. Now the term we use for this is not. I just shook my earthquake. Okay, no. So, oh my goodness, Gates. I really haven't learned to talk yet, have I? I might want to learn that before I go to college. I just wanted to share my shirt. I don't know if you guys could see that. It's one of my favorite shirts of all time. What a great Catholic shirt, right?